Now, Patty Young is final. Patty Young. I'ma blow your brains out. But unlike your son, I won't miss.
What do you want?
Your help.
Okay. She's in default on a very large loan. Oh, yeah. I love you, sister.
Tyler Perry's The Haves and the Have-Nots, Tuesdays, 8/7 Central.
Okay, hey everybody, let's hope notifications go out. Pulling up the chat now. Yeah. And the episode tonight, I thought for the most part it was pretty good. I still stand by what I said that the Jeffrey stuff is what I could have cared less about. The Jeffrey, Madison, Colby. Aside from that, I thought the episode was pretty good. I mean, the first 15 minutes alone, I mean, we had Jim going from Catherine's house to jail to back to Catherine's house. So I thought this episode had a solid first quarter where the first 15 minutes were pretty dang good. The pacing was well. It didn't really slow down until we got over to Madison, and then Colby got in bed with him, and then Jeffrey. If that's, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. If the Jeffrey stuff was removed, this episode may have gotten close to a 10 out of 10, or at the very least a 9.5. I'm not going to lie. I think that the episode really was good. I mean, even Catherine being introduced to that new character, Jenna Watts. This episode kind of just went over my head. Not very memorable in my opinion. I can understand that, but I thought for the most part it did a pretty decent job. You're not late. I don't think notifications went out, so it is what it is. We can just talk. I'm sorry, but Justin dying at the hands of his brother is super underwhelming. I agree. Like, yeah, I was about to get to that too, the Tanner stuff and Justin. Well, honestly, when I said Jeffrey, I should have also added the Justin and Tanner stuff. That stuff just brought the episode down. But I thought overall this was a pretty decent episode in itself. One of the better ones we've had all year. I think, what was it? Jacoby says an 8.5. I'd say either an 8 or an 8.5. I haven't fully decided yet, but I thought it was good. We got most of the characters this episode. Yeah. I also like the fact that Vinny called out David for what I was thinking too. It's like, I'm glad that Vinny was actually accountable, I think that's the right word, to David, unlike Sandy, because he's black. But at the same time, it's like, okay, David, let's get to the point here. We don't. So, how's your nephew? Are you doing well? Yeah. Did your nephew say that Candace Young and her brother are untouchable? She took $8 million. Know why? We'll get a 10 out of 10 any day. Notice that Mitch liking Candace is being brought up more. Look, say what you want. I still say that the baby is not Charles's, because I feel like at this point, Candace would probably utilize it against Charles in the press, but then it turns out the baby isn't his. I don't think Charles is the father. This episode definitely suffered by characters not really speaking up instead of just beating around the bush. Is pretty much like, that should have been a tagline for this episode, like Landon and Candace, because characters don't say what they need to say, then that allows the other person to come up with the worst scenario. Like Candace automatically assumed, wait a minute. So Charles knows about the pregnancy test, and he told you to come down here to convince me to get rid of the baby. See what I mean? That kind of stuff. Or like, who said that? Yeah, it seemed like Dave was trying to play 20 questions with Vinny. Exactly. You should have just went along with the whole thing about, hey, Candace has the money. Your nephew said there was protection. So then Vinny calls Sandy, I think, to get Mitch down to the hotel. So Mitch's, and I called this. Go back to the videos earlier this month. I mean, this year. I said Mitch's lie is going to blow up in his face because he was pretty much bragging to Jim that, oh, if you go after Candace and Benny, then I'm just going to tell my grandmother that you came after me and you'll get in trouble. The Malones did not offer protection for the Young family based off that money. Tyler is infamous for scenes dragging on meaningless talk. I agree. I enjoyed when Catherine punched Jim. Did she punch Jim? Or was it like a playful punch, or she'll beat your ass like last time? I did like the scene between Catherine and Jenna. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Jeremy, Jenna's a new character. Aren't you mad? No, not really. I mean, it just showed that despite her circumstances, Catherine is being kind. But remember, she still did. Look, I like the scene because not only did this girl remind her of Amanda, but at the same time, it's like, remember, Catherine killed someone. And like she said, rich people get away with shit. She punched him in the shoulder. Okay, thank you. I got to go back and rewatch it. I just didn't notice it. It shows Catherine's big heart. I agree. Do you think Andy will kill Paris and make... nah. Oh, you talking about Gary? No, I'm not really talking sisters right now. I'll say that for tomorrow. I believe Vinny going to beat down Mitch for his lie. I don't think Vinny's going to do it. He'd probably get the other family members to do it. No offense, but Mitch could probably kick Vinny's ass. And Sandy. I will say Landon kind of got on my nerves with the whole flirtatious thing. I know that's his character. Landon isn't as over the top as Maurice from Sisters, but it's like, when there are clearly men who are straight, we don't need to ham it up. Oh, I would do that Mitch guy. Oh, and your brother too. And I'm like, is Justin's bruises ever going to heal? He could probably beat Sandy's ass. Oh, no doubt about that. I mean, Sandy's just a chump. Mitch needs to beat down Landon. I don't want him to beat down Landon unprovoked, because then that would really just promote homophobia and make Mitch look very bad. But Landon is a flirt. I can't see him being any other way. It just gets a bit exhausting when that becomes his biggest character trait. How will Candace find out who's the father? How will we know? I don't know. I mean, just look at how time's flying by. To be honest, I'm kind of tired of Landon getting rejected. Well, I mean, when you actually pursue men who are straight and you're gay, then, I mean, aren't you bound for rejection? I'm just presenting the question there. I'm seeing a lot of people say 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think at the very least, I would give this episode an 8 or an 8.5. I don't know for sure, but it's not a 9. It's not a 9. Okay, so yeah, Don and John have apparently been working for the Criers for 23 years. Damn. Gretchen and Oliver. Gretchen doesn't want Charles because Charles doesn't want her. Marco just did the same thing as always. Hey, you're safe. Let's flirt for a bit, and I'll go out and get a job done. Yeah, I mean, pacing-wise, there was a lot to go. Yeah, look, I did not notice that. My head was turned for a split second, so I don't know who was at the massage table when Charles was like, I just want to forget about it or something. So I did not catch that, unfortunately. Could it have been Gretchen? I don't know. No Veronica this episode? What are you talking about? She was in the episode briefly when she was on the phone with Tanner, and then when Marco came over to talk to her. Yeah, I know the whole loan thing is going to be interesting enough, so we'll see. Oh, and in case you're wondering, no DVD giveaway on this live, but I will be doing one later this week. Don't worry, I'm trying to get rid of these things. What do you think about Mitch confessing he loves Candace next episode? Here we go again with Benny being an asshole. Let me find out you got a crush on her. God. It's character development. Kate's helping the girl as a way of her family doing something for not doing something for Wyatt. Meh. Look at her facial expression talking to her. Who you talking about? Was Marco Catherine's trainer? Yes. We finally know that Veronica knows she's being followed. No, Veronica has been she's known for a while that Jim had her followed. If I'm not mistaken, it was the guy from the hood who told her that she's being followed. Not by the hood, but by some foreign guy. I do not want to see Conley. Yeah, I've forgotten about him. Benny has no purpose. Agreed. Hannah seems to be MVP of season 8. So far, I think so. I mean, this episode, obviously Hannah's claim to fame was last week. This episode, she pretty much did little to nothing. I'm not complaining about that, but I'm just saying that this episode just had her leave Jim and David licking their wounds, and now Jim's in her room. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Going back to the first 15 minutes of the episode, I really like the fact that Jim was trying to do whatever it took to get money that would not involve Hannah in any way. I mean, he's like, fine, let me get a $500,000 loan and I'll be good. Wait, I can't even get that? And that's why I put out that tweet that I feel like it got a good response from everybody. Oh, I think I said, the importance of Tyler Perry's message about ownership is being played out in Jim's life right now. You can't live under the name of someone else, because it's just a prime example of, if you own nothing, or if somebody has the power over you, then you're going to find out soon enough that you have nothing. I mean, Don and John can't help him out. She fired Marty. Jim's on his own. What if it's not Charles? I don't think it's his baby. I don't know if Mitch says that Landon's been flirting. Well, remember, Sandy and Vinny have been making fun of Mitch because of his friendship with Benny, so they assume that the way Mitch takes up for Benny, there's something going on there. So I don't think that it's out of the realm. Yeah, just the way he keeps constantly calling her the maid, the maid, the maid. It's just getting old. I did like the fact, hey, Simply Deep, everything's going well. This episode is slow and boring. I hope this really is the last season because they're dragging it. This episode had its low points, but again, I like how they jump around from scene to scene. Jim needs to come out of the cast. It's not Oscar's baby because how would she know? Look, guys, I've done at least 5 videos on it already. I do not think that Charles is the father. I don't. What did Veronica show poor Tanner on the preview? I didn't catch that. It was a photo or something. I think it's like somebody who's going to be working with him on the police force to get the information about Justin. Believe it or not, I feel like that preview was kind of long. Maybe because they spent a lot of time on flashbacks of Hannah. But for a minute, I thought this trailer was going to be pretty lengthy. That's what it felt like. Tyler's basically done with Jeffrey's characters. I agree. I just feel like it's a waste of space. Why do you think Veronica wants to see Justin? I don't know. I just wish we would scrap the Candace and Benny having the millions of dollars. The whole Jeffrey thing. It's a picture of Jeffrey. Was it Colby? I think it was Colby. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Veronica needs to stop sleeping around. I prefer this Veronica, even when she's just walking around her house talking to herself, rather than just hopping in bed with somebody. Veronica showed him a photo of Colby. Okay, thank you. Like I said, the preview, there were a couple moments that just kind of went by. What if Hannah hires a hitman to take out Jim? Possible. Oh, thank you. That wasn't Gretchen. The lady had curly hair. Good observation. Bring back the Amanda. I mean, remember last week, what was it? Rihanna's like supervisor. She kind of looked like Amanda in a way. And then in this episode, we had a girl who had similar features and hair. So Tyler must be trying to tell us something. They've all lost their minds. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. Did he say he admired her? I think that David was really more so referencing Catherine more than anything else. Hey, Michelle, do you believe that Jim will get power of attorney? No. Who was trying to kill Veronica? The Hood, Jim. Guys, please. I know you will most likely make me do well, I know I will do a baby video on Ken. I don't want to argue on this. I mean, look, we all are entitled to their opinion. I just don't think that Charles is the father. So does Mitch only hang out with Benny because of Candace? That's what it seems like at this point. Hannah should hire an armed security protector. I know, man, just having Jim bust up in the house and everything like that. And technically speaking, given that she has power of attorney, couldn't Hannah have Jim arrested for trespassing? Vinny? Oh yeah, I'm more concerned about that cop that he shot in the head. Is he dead or not? Candace needs a DNA test. Yeah, who said that? Who's the baby 2.0? The Alex storyline from If Loving You Is Wrong wore me out. So I just don't have the same energy to deal with the Candace thing. I just don't. It means nothing to me at this point. Veronica's after Colby. Veronica's after everybody while also trying to keep people off her own tail. So Veronica's out here trying to survive. Tinka Sumner is not pregnant in real life again. But I can't lie though. Look, listen to me. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But didn't it seem like either based on like maybe the clothing she's wearing or specific camera angles, doesn't look like Candace is a bit fuller in the face? I'm not talking fat or anything, but it looks like she's kind of glowing and she might be putting on some pounds like she is pregnant. Doing the voice against David. Oh, you know, I think Candace Young might be carrying a child. I'm looking at the channel now. It looks like she has that glow about her. It looks like her face is a little bit rounder, not in a bad way, but I think it looks good. Do y'all like the David voice, huh? If you love the David voice, hit me up on Cash App. I'm pinning my Cash App to the top. If everybody watching donates $1, I'd be doing good. You know, like Jim, I'm a little low on money. So if you could hit me up on Cash App, I'd really appreciate it. I need to put out a hit on that bitch Veronica. So $ JeremyCarden, Cash App, every little bit helps. We need to get a fundraiser going for Jim Cryer. He needs $500,000. And that's what we need, so we won't have to deal with Hannah anymore because she got power of attorney. So please, my Cash App is open right now. Any donations, anything. Because I'm a good friend, but I'm a better enemy. No, for real, I'm saving the conversation, but nothing is in stone, but I just want to say this because this is important. So I called the housing lot for Clayton. Thank you, Michelle, for $5. Thank you. I called Clayton Holmes yesterday. Look, nothing is set in stone. I just want to let you know right now. But I talked to him about some houses because I've been looking at some. And at some point early 2021, I'm going to go set up a face-to-face meeting, go over details and everything. Like, this will be like a first-time home buying experience. So there's a lot I don't know. But they are like very, very, very helpful. They want to help me through the process. My mom, I'm like, yeah, my parents, they want to be there because, you know, it's a big deal. So nothing is set in stone, but the wheels are in motion. Like my credit is good. It's like it went up last month from fair to good. So I'm good. Scores almost is over 700. I'm all right. So nothing is final, but I'm just glad things are kind of moving because of the fact that if I get it, it's going to be a 3-room, 2-bathroom for me. This is mine. I'm going to have a whole room dedicated to work. It'll be like a den where I shoot videos. Going to have a bunch of background things. I won't just be confined to my room at the apartment. So fingers crossed, things go well. YouTube keeps doing well. eBay keeps going well. And I'll keep you updated as soon as I get stuff moving. But I'm just excited at the possibility. Because, after Veronica burnt down our mansion, I had to, no offense, but Facebook is kind of my personal space. I don't really accept friends who I don't know in person. Like, I only got like 200 friends on there. So, yeah, my mom's like, yeah, you're going to have your own studio. I'm going to have another room where I can have all my eBay stuff. So I'm really going to, and I'm going to be cooking for a change. So I'm excited. My mom is like, there's land back at home. I can move next to their house. And at first I'm like, but at the same time, it's a interesting proposition. So fingers crossed that next year things will be different in terms of my surroundings. That would be great. Maybe my mom will be on the live stream. I don't know. I know my sister will probably be on here, but yeah. And it's going to be my house. Like for me, I ain't got no wife, no kids, no girlfriend. So, woo! Fingers crossed. I might have to do a fundraiser. No, I'm just playing. But I mean, if you want to, but for real. Anyway, back to the episode itself. I think we covered everything. Oh yeah, I love how Charles shot down buy you a house so you can prepare for a wife. Blah, 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 blah. He shot down to Gretchen. As soon as Oliver said Gretchen, no. Veronica cannot stop acting nasty to people and being in people's business. I mean, that could be said for a lot of characters on this show. I mean, how many characters will have a storyline if they weren't worried about somebody else's business? There are too many characters in this episode, in my opinion. I agree to an extent that there were a lot of characters in the episode, but I remember my first tone, boy, do I regret buying a house, all the financial responsibility. Well, yeah, trust me, I know. I'm good at budgeting and whatnot. I'm looking at all the options. Like there are 3 houses on the lot I'm looking at, 40K, 50K, 60K. And, like I said, it really depends on, like how they look at my credit score, the fact that I'm self-employed, but I do make decent money. So I'm glad about the possibility, So there. I think when I do a video about Candace's pregnancy, it's going to focus more so on I think Candace will probably use the pregnancy against Charles or anything else. I love how other characters get on Veronica still. Not as much as the new characters introduced in season 7. Well, I mean, to be fair, season 8 doesn't need to introduce like 1,000 new characters because season 7 introduced so many. Season 8 is just us trying to figure out what the hell are we going to do with all these characters. Who baby you think it is? I think it's Oscar or Warlock, but everybody thinks it's Charles. Sorry. Oh, trust me. I know not to sign anything without looking at all the details. Because I'm the kind of person, like, I'm going to do my best to pay it off as quickly as possible. Tyler Perry, ownership. I don't ever want to have the threat looming of somebody being able to take away the house. Like, even if they set up, like, low payments a month, I want to pay extra. That's how I paid off my car. Like, I kept paying, instead of $300 or $275, I'll try to pay $400 or $500 a month. I miss Warlock and Little Q, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to sign anything until I know exactly what I'm getting into. So don't worry about me. I'm not going to be in a situation where I'm going to have to possibly get a job, This show really likes hinting at men being into Charles like a lot. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Gretchen said that about Oliver. Crap, I just had a brain fart. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I forgot. We're 10 days from Christmas. It doesn't even feel like it. I know I'm going home, but I'm probably coming back by the following Monday on the 28th. I got a lot of eBay stuff to sell, and I'm trying to like stack my money. Like I said, I'm already mentally preparing for, my own place, like, what a den would look like, certain things like that. So, you know, I'm at work watching now on their phone. Oh yeah, anybody's area getting snow tomorrow? Sandy is annoying. To be honest, I wish it was a Christmas special. I don't know. They can do one that's out of continuity, and I would, even if they did a special and dead characters were there. Like, let's say if David was spending Christmas with Erica or Amanda was, I would not give a damn. I would just look at it in good fun. Would I do a video about the inconsistencies? Yes, but I would still like it. Going to snow in New York. Yeah, they're calling for up to 1 to 3 inches in my area, but I looked at the weather and it's not supposed to snow until like from 7 to 9 o'clock and then rain for the rest of the day. So it's probably going to be disappointing. I know some people in New York and Pennsylvania, they said they're probably getting like 15 inches. Cause I told my mom, I'm like, what would be interesting but kind of suck is like if I get the house, what if it turns out, hey, this is Tyler Perry, moved to Georgia? What? Bro, I just got a house. Like, for real. I don't know. It would be interesting if that's the case. 'Cause I'm like, I don't know. That would just be crazy. Like, imagine if I got situated and then it's like I get a phone call. I'd be like, Tyler, I know you gave away $100,000 and whatnot for Breonna Taylor's boyfriend. I know that you gave out like 5,000 dinners for Thanksgiving. So if you could pay off the house or whatever. eBay is how I paid off my car. Just to put that in perspective, like I was making enough money on eBay to pay off my car. So, you would have your back and relocate you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I would like to think so. It's strange watching season one. Yo, it really is. Like, if you go back and watch season one, honestly, go back to season one, and almost every character feels different because guess what? They feel like real people as opposed to one note characters. And Veronica mentioned her facility. When was the last time Veronica said anything about her facilities? I can't even remember that. Season one finale, Ruthless is genuine. Yeah, it is. I know. I sell on eBay, but not consistently. I made more money this year than that. Yeah, it's literally like a part-time job. Should YouTube? It has nothing to do with your subscribers. It has to do with your views and ad revenue. Like there are people who have like 50, 25,000 subscribers, but they're full-time YouTubers because they make enough ad revenue. And I honestly can't give you numbers because it's inconsistent. You can have 500,000 subscribers, but if your videos don't get a lot of views, then you're not going to make a lot of money. Do you know how many episodes left before the hiatus? I don't know. I think there's 10 episodes this season, so we might just get all 10. I honestly do not know because next week is episode 5. So technically episode 5 would be the mid-season finale, but it hasn't been promoted as such. So I just think we're going to get 10 episodes and then we're going to get season 9, which is the last 10 episodes. I look, I don't want to have that discussion. Look, I'm not trying to shoot you down, but I've talked about that enough times on the channel. I have no idea if it's the final season. I have no idea how many episodes we got left because there are so many conflicting sources that I honestly don't know. Her son mentioned it to the other. Jim is ruthless as hell. Justin cannot stop messing with people. I enjoyed the show tonight, but this was one of the better episodes. This was definitely one of the best episodes that I've seen in all of 2020. I'm not just saying that. I mean, I do have some problems with the episode, but for the most part, I thought it was pretty damn good. I'll probably do a video talking about my pet peeves with season 1. Hannah isn't playing with Jim. Nope. Yeah, I'll bring back Maggie, Amanda. I don't think we're ever going to see Veronica's mother. Wait, wouldn't Kobe have recognized that voice? I mean, he recognized the name right off the bat. Or do you mean, do you think Justin would have recognized the voice? Do you think that Hannah should watch her back? I'm going to be honest here. I wish that she had never accepted the power of attorney. I know some people on Twitter disagreed, but I just feel like Hannah taking that money has just led to more problems coming to her doorstep. I mean, she got reporters coming after her because of Candace. She had Jim coming after her because of the $7.4 million. Now you got Jim coming after her because of power of attorney. And now, for all we know, Veronica and Celine might try to come after her if they try to get the child support from Jim, but then find out that Hannah has power of attorney. Hot take, Hannah and Kate's friendship. Somebody asked me to do a video. Do you think that Catherine is only using Hannah to make Jim mad? Like, I don't know. Oh, you're in Florida, no snow? Yeah, helping the boyfriend out. That was great. Yeah, $100,000. That's great. Hannah's so judgmental when it comes to her kids. I agree. But I just feel like the million should go back. It just makes no sense. It's like, okay, let's say that I'm just going to use somebody's random name in the live stream. Just give me a second. Okay, Jalen Wheeler. Let me just say Jalen. Let's say Jalen and I are friends, and my sister took $5 million from Jalen. And from there, Jalen asked me to watch over his estate. That's $10 million. How would that seem? That doesn't seem right. Like, why would Jalen give me power of the 10 million when I couldn't even get my sister to give back the 5 million that she took? It just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know if my sister's review is coming out tomorrow. I know I'm going to probably watch it live. Maybe, I don't know. Will you be moving closer to home? I mean, my mom is like, long story short, got my parents' house and then my grandma's house right beside it. My grandma passed like when I was in 4th grade, and then my aunt moved in there, but then she moved away, and the house has been falling apart for over a decade. So it's like a single wide trailer that's literally falling apart. My mom's like, well, your dad, he could just take his tractor or get some friends. They can knock it down. The septic's chink and everything under there still works. So if you got a house, you could place it right there, and I would be at home. I would literally be home. Same land. I'm iffy, but it doesn't sound like a bad idea because of the fact that I don't have any big plans to, do you think you might live stream after? I will probably do that. Like after Sisters, the mid-season, I will probably live stream. When is the... Shit. I don't know when I'm going home next week. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm going home Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I can't promise it. I might, but I can't promise anything. I see people moving in with their what? I mean, a lot of people I know move back home with their parents after college and whatnot. They're back at home with their parents' house or whatever. I know for me, I don't want to move back home. Like in the house, I can't. Number one, I got too much stuff. Number two, no, I ain't doing that. So if I'm going to move back, it's going to be under my own roof. My sister like, can I come in? No. Plus she said she might be moving too, so move on with their lives. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, if I had a solid idea of, oh, I want to move to this city or I want to go to this state, then I wouldn't go home. But given the fact that I don't really, don't get me wrong, Lynchburg is cool. I'll miss like the fact that stores are like 5 minutes away instead of 20 minutes away. But I like the simple life. COVID has some going home. Yeah. Good luck with the Santa hat. I found this in my closet. I just didn't feel like wearing one of my other hats. Jail time for Veronica and Candace. Ruthless is getting weirder and it's good. Yeah, Ruthless, to me, I do miss the dynamic of having Brian around. Like, you know, I miss the police station bunch. I love those people. Yo, plus last week's episode was almost 50 minutes long. Which show do you feel is better, Have-Nots or Ruthless? Ruthless. Are you a huge Mama's boy? No. Look, I'm not Benny. I'm not Benny at all. I feel like, to be honest, I think Ruthless is still good, but I think the first half so far has been better than the second half. Yeah, it was, but I could have done without the land. I could have done with the Landon, the Oliver, the Madison, the Colby, the Justin, the Jeffrey scenes. That it would have been a 10 out of 10 for me. Broderick Rocky, Texas. Look, please, I don't want to talk about who's the father of Candace's baby, what season we're on, when the final. I don't know. Oh yeah, the one where Lilo popped up. Yeah, I thought that was a good episode. Yeah. Hey, make sure y'all thumbs up the video, and you can hit me up on Cash App because nobody has. Even though I did the David voice for like 45 seconds, I'm waiting for some people to hit me up on Cash App. Anybody want to donate, even if it's $1? I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, I need it to wish I had Cash App. Oh, okay. Or you can hit the $sign here on YouTube. It's Super Chat. So if you want to click the $sign, just liked it. Okay, thanks. I feel like Brian was supposed to be the secondary main character. Yeah, I feel like this season, or at least the back half, it's more about like getting out of the cult. If your voice is deeper when you wake up, I wonder what your day. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, to be honest. When I wake up, the voice is like, okay. Veronica's so different. Will Charles? Oh wait, hang on. Somebody said Renee Law. Yeah, I don't. If some see, that's the thing. When people tell me about this, I need to get proof. You need to tell me where I can find the interview to confirm it. No clue when the Oval season 2 is coming. I have no idea. Landon knows about everything. Remember, he was the one that put the federal hold on the account where Candace couldn't get the money at the beginning of it. So he knows about it. He been done known about it. Has anybody watched the what's it called on Netflix? The Prom. It's like a musical. I listened to a couple songs and I'm like, damn, I'm probably gonna watch it this week. Thanks, Lamont. I hate when they make characters stupid. I agree. I can't wait to see what happens to Cindy and Malcolm and Sarah. Yep. Did Landon went to see Candace on his own? No, Charles asked him to. And it had nothing to do with the baby. Charles simply asked Landon, hey, go down to Georgia just to see how Candace is doing. Yeah, I agree. He seems to be pushy as of late when it comes to Hannah. Matter of fact, is Derek in jail? Where is he? I read on an Oval site that is coming early January. Let's see. Oh, we got 90. Oh, yeah, we had over 100 people. Yeah, like I said, when notifications don't go out, eventually people come around so we can talk. Diane, please, I'm sorry. I don't know if this is the last season. You were totally wrong about Monique, and that's all I'm going to say. Please elaborate, Stacy. I honestly don't. The back half of the season seems more like the power shifting from the haves to have-nots. Catherine seems like she will use her connections to help the have-nots. Pretty much. Hey, Paul. I'd rather watch Warlock than Veronica. I agree. Is David going to continue being Jim's boy? Seems like it. I did like the scene with Vinny Malone because we haven't seen Vinny in a while, and it's nice to know that not all the Malones are completely racist. The Haves and Have-Nots has been the worst quality out of Tyler Perry's dramas this year, in my opinion. Agree. Agree. There's no debate from me on that one. Veronica's going to continue to push people. That's her. When is she not? And what the hell does Colby do with those steaks? Do you think that Catherine is going to help a possible setup? I don't think so. It did seem a bit out of left field, though. What's the dude's name? Patrick McWallace? Yo, what's up with all these fathers molesting their children? Wasn't Alyssa's father doing that to her and her sister? Damn shame. Madison said he was getting ready for work. Don't worry, I'm just reading over my notes to see if there's anything else to talk about. I wonder if we'll see more of that shady therapist. I mean, considering why it wasn't in the episode. Hey, don't worry, guys. I'm just still browsing over the notes, see if there's anything else to talk about. Yo, I know that in the preview, they talked about Veronica's loans being on default. Do you think this is going to lead to Veronica learning that Hannah has power of attorney, not Catherine? Do you think remember that Catherine gave Marty about another 24 hours because he said he would talk with one more judge to see about getting her out of jail. And Catherine's like, fine, I'll get Veronica to help me. Do you think that the only reason Veronica would agree to help Catherine get out of jail is because Hannah has power of attorney and won't approve her loans or take them off default? Because, well, then again, even if Catherine gets out of jail, that won't stop Jennifer Salison's family from suing her estate. So I do believe that Hannah would still have power of attorney, but I feel like it will be an agreement. Well, okay, Veronica, if you want me to get Hannah to approve your loan defaultment, you need to help me get out of jail. Because remember, Veronica doesn't want to help Catherine. She loves the fact that she's behind bars and she's not. So I think those loans will be the collateral. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. I think those loans will probably work to Catherine's benefit. Jalen, there have been so many characters whose deaths have been either unmentioned or just seemingly never resolved. Like, we know they're dead, but there's been like no consequence or whatnot. That's a good theory. Thank you. Thank you. No, what? Saw a trailer? Hell yeah, Veronica always looks out for her own best interest, loan interest. Exactly. I'm still confused about Amanda's death. Hey, thank you. I'm definitely going to do a video on that. And like I said, I'll do DVD giveaways probably tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. Because basically, I got a lot of stuff on eBay now. The auction's in Friday morning around 7 a.m. I'm going to use the weekend to pack things up. I get paid Monday, which is great. So basically, I can have USPS come get all the stuff Monday or Tuesday. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't think Wyatt killed Amanda. I hope Mama Rose comes back. I think Mama Rose would come back unexpectedly to see if the Malones had the $1 million from Catherine. No. I mean, remember, Vinny called Mama Rose after Catherine said she wouldn't give the money. That's why he slit Wyatt's wrist. My question is, what is Vinny going to do when he finds out that Wyatt is still alive? That's possible. Remember, Catherine told Veronica that she knows she owes more than she's worth. Yep. Quincy shouldn't have gotten out of jail when we have Warlock on the other side of the street. Man, there are just so many things that shouldn't have happened. It's possible that Amanda could come back as a ghost. I doubt it because Jacqueline has not been at the set to do any filming for season any of these episodes. So unless they film a new season, I don't think it's going to happen. Oh yeah, I still say Celine did it. It isn't just Candace regressing back to her old ways. She's just a non-factor. Her only purpose is she pregnant? I'm kind of hoping they don't film any more seasons. Me too. Me too. They've just no. Michelle, I don't think so. I mean, they might, but honestly, there's no reason for the Malones to go after the Criers anymore. I mean, they probably will, but I don't know. There aren't. It's just Tyler. There are no writers. He's the one that does it all. Hannah is never going to find peace so long as she has that money. Well, hell, even when Hannah doesn't have money, the actions of her children lead to her being in trouble anyway. So I don't think Hannah's ever going to find peace, even in the grave. I hate to be that cryptic, but there'll be probably somebody trying to dig her ass up. It's just ridiculous. I wish she could find happiness. I just feel bad. I feel bad for Hannah more than almost any other character in the show because even when she's found some little nugget of peace and happiness, it's ripped away. Oh, her and Candace make up? Nope, Candace goes back to her old ways. Oh, she's finally found love with Derek? Nope, that's the man that raped her. Ah, she can never find. Oh, or go back to like season one. Byron, the man she was falling for instead of Michael, turned out he was a mole working for Jim. So Hannah, I don't know. We need to see Hannah in church. We only saw her in church in one time, and that's when she went to Little Lizzie's funeral. Tyler Perry run out of good ideas putting these. I mean, he's focused on Viacom, man. Do you think Tyler will move to have? Vicky, I want to be honest. We don't need it. The show's been going on for way too long. It's over. Look, I mean, like I said before, I would not be surprised if the show ends the same way if Loving You Is Wrong did, where we just got way too many unresolved storylines. So I feel like for me, even if the show ended that way, would I be disappointed? Yes. Would I be surprised? No. So, and I would do a video of how I would end it, but it is what it is. Candace barely got any scenes. Like I said, what is Candace's purpose right now? It's only for the fact that she might be pregnant. That's the only reason Candace is on the show right now. Do you think Hannah remains single? I don't know. Ugh. Hannah with angel wings. The trend of Tyler Perry shows anywhere being resolved. None of that. Yeah, it's like if Loving You is wrong, like the ratings were high, guys. They weren't. I wouldn't say have and have not high, but they were pretty dang high. I'd say like if Loving You is wrong, Greenleaf and the haves and the have nots are like the top. Oh yeah, Cheez-Its are like the top. I also got Cheez-It socks and a bag of Cheez-Its in my room somewhere. I just can't find it. But I think that just seeing that how if loving you is wrong could just end the way it did. I mean, the haves and the have-nots could do the same too. I don't know how many episodes. No confirmation on final season. As far as I can tell, I don't know. Curtis Ward, thank you for the $1 Cash App. Like I said, I mean it. A freaking dollar. Anything. Because the fact that you all donate, it means a lot. Like, you don't have to, but the fact that you do, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And I think it was Michelle who gave me $5 on Super Chat. I'd like to thank Curtis for the $1 donation. That's going to go towards my future house. Warlock got killed. Candace set him up to be killed. Yeah, I did, and you're welcome. Tyler still hadn't told us if Benny's dad's alive. I don't know. Tony's let's just assume he's dead. I don't know. But I mean, if Celine could come back after years of being gone, then I mean, Tony could too. I don't think it's going to happen, but it could happen. Warlock was killed in Malone's place. Yeah, it was the Malone restaurant. Riddell, yep. Y'all done with Christmas shopping? I mean, I went out last night. I was actually scared to do this, but I finally did it last night. Give me a second. Give me a second. Just a hat. Yeah, but I actually decided to give my glasses a test drive, and oh my god, they work amazing. Like, the road was so clear, I was like, holy crap. Like, I was scared to death of driving with glasses because I didn't know how that would affect me, but it actually helped me out a lot. Do you believe Catherine got out of jail? Nope, I don't think so. Not anytime soon anyway, so no. I'm doing okay. I'm doing well. Well, actually, I'm probably about to go to sleep. Do you plan to do a video? Well, yeah, but Ruthless Season 1 isn't over yet. You should go to Mall of America. It's huge. Where the heck is it? I don't know. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. So, no. Good evening. I actually got a red shirt that has like a Santa outfit on the front. I just never actually did it, so I don't know. Face on the lava, the smile is hot. Black Santa. Actually, that brings about a question. Y'all think Santa black? Look, I know Santa isn't real. Is your COVID gone? I never had it. What are you talking about? Y'all think Santa black? I mean, I remember growing up, I saw black Santas on like in stores, but I'm like, I remember on the game where Malik made a joke. It was like, Santa ain't black. A black man breaking into people's house. No, I did take a test on my birthday because my roommate had it. I didn't get it though, thankfully. I didn't catch it. Do you think they should do a spinoff? I mean, if done right, but then again, Tyler Perry doesn't have the best track record of spinoffs and reboots just yet. Santa Claus is the color of whoever your father is. Bingo. Nope, I never heard of that song. Face on a lover in a smile at his heart. Anything else? We got a decent amount of people, but it's like, oh, hang on, somebody sent me a video. I think it's the trailer for next week. Oh, it's the end credits, right? RK is done for stealing people's jewelry. Well, RK is gone and never coming back, so I don't know. Yeah, that's an old song. I never heard of it. I mean, I know the origins of Santa Claus, and he certainly isn't black. I don't think Jesus was white. Hey, at least it keeps the comedies in the same continuity to an extent, even though the timelines make no sense. Like, for the life of me, Calvin being 38 years old, nobody's been able to explain to me in a way that makes sense. Look, all I gotta say is I know Ashley Miller and a few other people review Power, and I'm like, holy shit, the views they get is ridiculous. So I don't know, maybe I might have to binge Power, but I don't know. I don't know how or why House of Pain does as good as it does on my channel, but I'll take it. Man undercover. People like the show. I mean, if I review Power Book 2, I would not watch the original Power. I know it's probably a necessity, but I wouldn't do it. BET promotes a lot. I'm over Miranda stalking Calvin. Well, get ready for it next week. What do y'all think about Sister Act 3? What do y'all think about Sister Act 3? Yeah, I mean, I know some of the cast have been posting clips from season 1, but I don't know. Ambitions. Yeah, I think Sister Act 3 is unnecessary. I think they should leave it alone and not do a sequel. Do a reboot, but don't do a sequel. Don't do a Sister Act 3 because then it will be added to the, first two. I don't know where Quita is. You tell me. Quita, I don't know. I don't know where Quita is. Where is Quita? Is she still in jail, or did she get out? I'm going to be honest here. I forgot. I forgot. I know some of y'all want me to review The Underground. I know it's already come out, but I mean, and I don't know why. Ambitions is on, what is it, Stars, right? Glasses look great. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, because I just wore them when I was driving. I didn't need them in store. They actually are pretty good. It's like, only when my eyes get exhausted, that's when I need them. But I don't need to wear them, like, all the time. So, I've only worn them twice since I got them over a month ago. Making a list. What you do that for? You gonna pay what you did to my brother. You gonna pay what you did to my brother. Quita's a trip. I am not responding to that comment because I don't really talk politics. Catherine's reaction to Warlock killing her son over the drugs. Wait, are you talking about Catherine or are you talking about Vinny? You heard about the Aretha Franklin movie? I don't really keep up with... Look, here's the thing. I have not been keeping up with a lot of movie or TV show news because so many things have been pushed back due to pandemic. Like, every time something is announced, oh, it's being postponed or whatever. So, I pretty much only look into something when it's actually available. And no, I'm not going to theaters or anything. Face of a lover, the smile on his heart. Man undercover with your tongue. Spider-Man 3. Yo, Spider-Man 3, man. Shoot. That is going to be insane. I'm going to be honest here. I'm excited about all these returning characters, but I'm thinking to myself, What about Tom Holland? I mean, even though there's been so many announcements about returning characters, I've just forgotten he's in it. I'm like, oh yeah, his identity came out, but what does it matter when we have all these apparently multiversal characters coming? So I don't know what their plan is. I'm interested to see what they're going to do, but we'll just have to wait and see. And again, I'm excited for it. And I still have not sat down and watched all of the trailers that were released from the Disney thing a couple days ago or last week. I honestly don't know. In my mind, I need to watch Friday After Next, man. I'm Santa Claus. Where the fuck the milk and cookies? Will Zendaya be in it? I mean, I would think she's in it. But I feel like we've been more excited and hearing more news about all these returning characters from previous Spider-Man movies that I don't think we've heard anything about the actual people from the MCU variation. I don't know. I know that, what's his name? Daredevil, he's allegedly supposed to be in it. I think Doctor Strange is going to be in it too. I could be wrong. Look, there's just been so much news. I don't know. Veronica started to decline after she blew Erica up. That's a very good observation, and I agree with you. Yeah, don't worry. You're going to get a lot of videos because this is the part of the week where, like, from Tuesday to Friday, there's a bunch of videos. Give me like a straight flavor, like caramel chocolate or something. I'm not big on like this. I don't like strawberry or butter pecan at all. Kind of falling down like, whoa, what the hell? So I don't know how, but apparently I am. I think it's because I've been really reducing my sweet intake since I went to the dentist about a couple months ago and got those two cavities filled. I don't really buy snacks like I used to. Like whenever I go in stores, like, especially during the pandemic, I was like piling on the snacks. Like, let me get some chips, let me get some cookies. I have not had ice cream in almost 2 months. So, and even when I order DoorDash, I don't get like a dessert. So that's probably why. Don't get me wrong. I have been eating Christmas cookies, but I'm not like candy bars and whatnot. So that's probably, yeah. Whoopi Goldberg was in Nobody's Fool, which I have 5 copies of that I'll be giving away this week. Never watched Terminator, so. So sick of Jenna Wade talk to Hannah. I agree. Not just talks to her, but talks about her. Oh yeah, I forgot. I know Whoopi Goldberg was all in like 5 minutes of the movie. I was kind of disappointed by that. I thought she would have a bigger role. Yeah, I mean, cause like I had a cavity on like my tooth right here in the front. I was like, holy crap! So I'm like, I just had to get that taken care of. Cause I found like these floss. They're like little picks that have floss on it. So that's what I've been using. So I was really proud when I went to the dentist. Like, oh, your gums are in good shape. No gingivitis. No signs of disease. It was just those 2 cavities that need to be filled. Oh, she was in For Color Girls. Yeah. I wonder what happened to the cop that was shot. I have no idea. Yeah, I agree. Tonight's episode was like an 8, 8.5. So. Ho, ho, ho. We are Santa's elves, building Santa shelves. When we bet you, we won't forget you. We are Santa's elves. Ho, 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 ho. What happened? Not much. Finally, a very good episode. It was very decent compared to most other episodes, so. Anything else? That's all I got for tonight. We talked for over an hour. Do you plan to continue your rewatch series soon? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to be honest here. I'm just trying to make it to 2021. Like, there's enough shows for me to review about going back, but I feel like a rewatch still isn't, it will happen eventually because people like it. Wait, Oliver and Gretchen are cousins? I just went to the dentist, had a perfect checkup. That's great. Yeah, because a couple months ago I went to the dentist, I went to the eye doctor, and yeah. I've been trying to get a physical, but a lot of the places around here aren't taking new patients until 2021. I just want to go for a physical. That's it. Like, I don't want to be a full-time patient. That's it. I was thinking of making a Twitter thread of the show's most ridiculous. That would be cool. Where's Sarah, the assistant AD? No idea. Yeah, bro, it's good. Kobe's, man. I have no cavity, super heavy guns. Those were great. That's good. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you coming aboard. If you go ahead and thumbs up the video, you can donate to Cash App or whatever you want to do. I might do a live tomorrow. I'm not promising anything. So, yeah, I'm about to go to lay down, but be safe. Maybe when I wake up, there'll be snow on the ground. I don't know. Don't worry about me. I'm fully stocked here. I do not have to go out anywhere. I went out shopping last night. Be safe. Have a great night, guys. Look out for my trailer breakdown and episode review tomorrow. Then, we'll go from there. All right, peace.